Hey guys, what's up? Good morning. This morning we have a guest on the YouTube channel of Pinnacle Credit Repair, John Barnes. He's a recent client and we have some tremendous success for him. And today in this video, we're going to kind of like just dive in on what he experienced for himself. As I said before, this is a recent client. If you followed the channel within the past month, he's been commenting and I've posted some things about John. And yeah, so I'm happy to know that a recent customer, including another customer, Sargis, he's another recent client that had some great success. And yeah, so today we're going to introduce him on the show. Here he is. What's up, man? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Andre. I'm happy to be here with you and share my experience.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to film this, I guess like this. Maybe I'll film it like this. Oh, I guess I'll film it like that. I'll change it every now and then. Okay, so you said, John, you are an Airbnb, you're a business owner, real estate investor, and you've actually used to have a moving company, right?
That's correct. I was in the moving business for a couple of decades, and it was the best thing I could ever do to get away from that business. So, yeah, I own property now. I do Airbnb and corporate rentals, and I just started with Pinnacle recently, and I've learned some things in business over the years that have helped me tremendously get me to this point. But recently, it's really come to light just how important personal credit is. I've always had decent credit, but ran through a rough spot, and it really changes your life when you struggle in the personal credit area, and that's how I ended up at Pinnacle.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, credit is definitely a very important factor in life and business. When you want to leverage credit for real estate, it's definitely important. You wouldn't be able to qualify for getting loans from the bank and stuff like that. Especially now, money is really hard to get, so you need excellent credit and you need consistent income. So for business owners, if you're a business owner watching out there, credit, I mean, you guys know, you already know the value of credit, but the speed of getting results is really crucial. So you want to make sure that you choose a company that can get you fast results. Now, fast results may seem shady or scammy, but it's actually not a scam. So here at Pinnacle, we have an expedited program where we dispute things much, much differently than other companies. I'll give you one example. Most of the companies out there, if you look at all the credit repair companies, they dispute by mail, all right? And these are old, outdated methods that work to a degree, but they take a long, long time. Now, there are some arguments against disputing in other ways, such as electronically, but they're not valid at all. In this video, I'm not going to go into those details, but here is a great example to show you the proof of how fast and effective disputing electronically, how we do it here at Pinnacle. Now, everyone can dispute electronically, but we do it a unique way. We actually have a backdoor method. John knows this, right? A lot of the things that we did here were much different than the other companies that you hired, right?
Well, I was doing my research in where I was going to place my business, and it took me about 6 weeks of research
Excellent.
to get where I need to go, because I would start to look at some of these larger firms some of them are nationwide firms, and
Lexington Law, Credit Saint, Sky Blue, Ovation Credit.
all this. Yeah, looked at all of them. Looked at them all in detail. Spoke to most of them. So I decided that I was on the wrong track. I didn't care for the results that I was seeing out there. from others' experiences. So if one thing I've learned in business all these years, it's much better to learn from someone else's mistakes than my own. So I wanted to research that completely, and that's how I got to Pinnacle. It took me a while to find you, um, but I found you on YouTube and watched every video there was, read everything I could find, and I liked the approach. And why not use technology? It's here for us. There's sometimes you don't have any choice. You have to mail something, but it's not the 1980s. Snail mail is not necessary. They have the technology is here, and that's what attracted me because it also leads to speed. Everyone, everyone's in too much of a hurry in some ways today, but we're kind of used to getting things done in a reasonable time. It's not acceptable for me to pay somebody each month and it takes a year to get done 20-30% of what I need to get done.
Yeah,
that's what I'm seeing out there.
absolutely. And you mentioned one thing where, you said sometimes you would need to mail a letter, and yeah, that's true. Here at Pinnacle, there's been some misconstrued information going out. Some people have stated that we're kind of hypocrites because we dispute by mail. Well, actually, no. Like the fundamental core basis of Pinnacle Credit Repair is disputing electronically, but there are times where it is advantageous to dispute via mail. And I'll give you one example. When we're typically, well, not really, there's no typical case in credit repair, and you can't just kind of have a one-size-fits-all approach. A strategy that would work with some other person may not work with another, but our disputing methods is not considered a strategy. It's just a method. Our methods are electronically, but while disputing electronically, we can have several different strategies within that method, that median of disputing. Now, we can venture outside of that where it's advantageous. Sending a letter to the creditor, it could be, there's something called pre-litigation. Pre-litigation is where you're settling the account with the debt collector or the creditor. So yeah, we may say have you send a letter out, but it's not often. It's not often. So we kind of just don't mention it. So I just want to clear up that, people. If you guys think we're hypocrites, we're not. Some of the things I say might sound contradictory, but they're not. You just have to take it into context and understand what I'm talking about specifically. So yeah, that's really important. Disputing by mail is really slow. And so yeah, let's talk about some of the results that you got. Can you tell me about the first week, or actually the sign-up process? Did we ever use any high-pressure sales tactics?
No, not at all. Not at all. It was my idea to engage Pinnacle. I wasn't sold on it.
Yeah, that's a really important
research that told me everything I needed to know.
Yeah. So the majority of our customers, they do a lot of research. That's why we're confident to say that, hey, if you do the research, you're going to give Pinnacle a chance, because we honestly do have something that is unique and different. And so if things haven't worked for you, or like John mentioned before, learn from other people's experiences. That is really important. Well, I want you guys, when you have a chance, look at the reviews of other credit repair companies. Now, if they don't have any reviews, that should tell you enough, John. There's some companies that literally don't have information on Google, right?
Correct.
If they have a YouTube channel, what worth is that? Because they have some cinematics or maybe some fake subscribers, and it could be believable. Some people will actually Photoshop things or take results from other people. How can you verify that, right? At least with our content, John, could you agree that it's not, it's pretty authentic, right? We log into the computer and you see the credit karma, you see the credit report itself. There's not really any way around that, right? That's as transparent as you
Right.
can get.
Yeah, I get notices on the disputes. I get emails on everything that's going on, and then I have a login, and it's a main dashboard. I see it in real time, um, which is great. And as far as reviews go, especially as it relates to other firms, sometimes they have successes, and oftentimes maybe, but there's a lot of negative reviews out there, and most of it really has to do with lack of success, part of it, but it's time. Yeah, the complaint is I spent all this money and got very little results, and it took a year, 2 years, switch companies. There's people out there that've been to 4 or 5 different credit companies, and I realize there's got to be a better way, and there is.
People know what's going
I
on.
found it.
They caught on. They know because
Yeah, well, see that.
they can see what they see all those companies are doing the same thing, and speed is an important factor. So here's the thing in this industry. This is why I created Pinnacle. I wanted to do something different, and I wanted to make a service that's faster. Now, to be faster still doesn't mean overnight success. To be faster doesn't mean like you're going to get your credit clean like overnight, but it will be cleaned better and quicker than our competition. That's my mission statement. My goal is to basically repair your guys' credit quicker than the other guy, right? More effectively. And to give you at least peace of mind, because in the dispute process, there are processes that need to be taken place, and that can take some time, but at least we will educate you on giving you the know-how and telling you, hey, this account was verified by the creditor, but rest assured, it does not mean it's actually verified. There's an audit process we have to take, and we're actually doing further steps in order to do this. Now, if, John, you had some things that came back as verified, right? And we still got those things off, right?
Yeah, well, from what I understand, a lot of times they come back verified the first time, and then the second time they don't. So it's just part of the process. And speed, we should speak to that for a moment. Speed is relative, right? You know, I might think that something's really fast, but compared to what? I'm comparing it to the rest of the industry. So I don't think anyone should have. It didn't take you, a few days to get in the mess that you're in. So it takes a little time to unravel and get it straightened out. You have to understand that. For me, I looked at it and said, look, if I can get back where I was in 3 to 5 or 6 months, or get close to that, I'm just tickled to death, because I know with what I've read out there and I've seen the processes, it's going to take me, at least a year to get it straightened out. And that 6 months is important. It's the one thing we can't make more of is time. We can always make more money, but time we can't make more of. And I wasn't willing to wait that long.
Yeah.
And we're well on our way. I've only been a client for 6 weeks, I think, and I've seen tremendous progress. I'm already up well over 100 points, and we're just kind of getting warmed up.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, so if we were to dispute things via mail, it would have took much longer to get what we had today. So time is really effective. So I'm going to, right after I post this video, guys, this video is going to go up today after it's edited. I'm going to post a thorough analysis of the electronic disputing process and the mail process. It's not going to be 100% of what we do, because that's a secret. It's my secret sauce. That's how Colonel Sanders made millions. He never shared his sauce, his recipe for the chicken.
That's true.
People offered him
until he was 70 to perfect it.
Yeah, it's in his 70s. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not going to give, so that's another thing on YouTube. So if people are on YouTube, they're going to tell you their secret recipe. I just don't understand that part, because that goes against your trade secrets and your integrity as a business owner to provide something unique and special. No big company does that. Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Apple, Samsung, they don't tell you that's why they have legal patents on how things are designed. If you look at this case, this is the best case in the world. This is UGB. This is the best case for Samsung, all right? Now they have patents on this, right? They're not gonna let their competition like copy. So you could learn stuff on YouTube. In fact, our channel, we're going to provide the basics of dispute strategies and letters that you can fundamentally use and get great results. However, they're not going to be as good as hiring a professional. Now, that's for people that don't want to pay for credit repair. If you don't want to pay for credit repair, that's understandable, but you just need to understand why. If you think it's a scam, well, there's a lot of scams out there, and there are so many scams. John knows this as well. There are so many companies that maybe they're not a scam, but they're just so basic that you could just save your money and do it yourself. However, if you're going to pay for a service, they need to have something that's special, right? Otherwise, it's just kind of like a waste of money. John is a customer that paid. You paid us some money, right? You paid us $1,500 or something. $2,000. Okay. John is a person that has. It's not easy making $2,000, right? It doesn't matter if you're a millionaire or.
It wasn't the best time for me either to have that come out of the budget. However, here's the thing to touch on paying for credit repair. You can do a lot of things yourself, but there are certain things where a professional is the way to go. If you want to take plenty of time and experiment with it, then yeah, that's a personal choice. But for me, I'd rather go to a professional that gets it done right, and gets it done expeditiously. I'm not interested in stretching it out for a year or two, make mistakes, but use the wrong letter. If you use form letters, things like that, and try to do it yourself, it just takes you extra time. And I can tell you from experience, from what I've learned in the last year, anyone, whether you have a business or not, you can go out there and get 0% cards and plenty of borrowing power worth a couple $100,000 to $300,000. Use that interest-free money that somebody's giving you, which doesn't cost you anything. Use that for the proper investment. When you do that, you're basically taking your personal credit and you're turning it into something huge, something that has two commas in it, and anybody else's money. That's how valuable your personal credit is. It's worth millions to you if you use it the right way. Sure, it'll save you a little bit on a car loan here and there, and that's fine if that's what you're focused on. But there are much better things to do with this, and it just illustrates just how valuable personal credit is, because you can leverage it to do anything you want.
Leverage, mechanical advantage. Like I can give an example. If I'm trying to take I don't know, like a nut or a bolt off my bike, I'm not going to use my bare hands, right? My brute strength. I could do that, but that'll take a damn long time. Probably it's impossible. So I use mechanical advantage, a monkey wrench or an Allen, whatever tool I need to use in order to get it off quick. Same thing with credit. Credit is leveraging the financial system. And unless you have millions of cash liquidity, but even people with millions are still leveraging investors and stockholders' money to grow their businesses. Even Elon Musk has to borrow money. Even Donald Trump has to borrow money. Even the government of the United States borrows money. Even governments outside of the United States borrow assets and money from the United States. Even Japan. Think about it. The nation of Japan has the second largest navy in the world. They're borrowing money from America. They're borrowing debt and leveraging it to their advantage. So we have to think successful here as businessmen and entrepreneurs and leverage credit. And that's the best way to take you into wealth is real estate investing. That's one of the best ways because it's safe. It's pretty safe. It's not a volatile market, right? You own a house. As long as you can afford the payments, you're pretty much good. Outside of that, you can flip it, you can accrue equity, or you can collect rental income, and you get tax benefits through real estate. So that's a lot of my clients. Almost all my clients are like, I need to get a home. I need, to buy this, sell that, whatever. Some people already have mortgages and they want to refinance. So that's another type of need as well. So we've discussed pretty much. Discussed what happened with John. He's a recent customer. Sargis is another. And not every customer is going to take their time out of there. It's 8 a.m. and it's 9 a.m. in the morning to actually to make a video like this. So we came together and said, John, let's make a video and just kind of in full transparency. He's in his room, I'm in my room. I see my bed in the background. And we wanted to just share this experience. Take it for what it is. Do the research. Do the proper research. And make sure the company is vetted by other third-party companies. We're on Bad Credit, badcredit.org. There's a guy that used to work for Equifax in the dispute center. His name is John Olsheimer, and he's a contributor to our competing company, which is Credit Versio. They wrote about us on their site. Now, this is a site owned by a competing company, and they're still platforming Pinnacle. And they're revering Pinnacle as the faster, most aggressive solution. And these are people that have been in the industry and are competitors of ours, and they're still platforming us on their blog, okay? John is a customer here. Well, John is a current customer, and he's actually an affiliate. So if you guys want to repair your credit, support John. Help him make his investment back. Well, he's already going to make his investment back pretty soon. I mean, your credit's going to be scaled and you're going to be doing what you do that ways. But yeah, I mean, John is now an affiliate, and support him. There's going to be a link here. Share the wealth. If you want to be an affiliate, you guys can do that too. We just want to grow this business and share the success. If you don't want to be an affiliate, that's fine. And that's pretty much the bottom line. So, John, can you tell us a little bit about your Airbnb experience, your Airbnb business?
Sure. I can tell you that if I had the knowledge when I started that I have now, it would have been much easier. But it's been nothing short of a success. I rehabbed my property, and it's an unusually large property. But I only use 40% of it, and it turns close to 6,000 a month. So it works very well. As I do new properties, I use the 0% money we talked about earlier. I use that for rehabs and use that to furnish spaces. It's a great strategy, and it's not just short-term rentals. Medium-term rentals and corporate rentals are really powerful areas. But for anyone who is interested in any of those things, whether it's 0% cars, it's business loans, or Airbnb, or e-commerce, I've done a tremendous amount of research on those things, and I'm happy to share what I have. It doesn't cost anything, but
Awesome.
I'm happy to share because I want to see everyone succeed as much as we can, especially those who are clients of Pinnacle.
You are making money with this, right? You're making money with Airbnb.
Airbnb, yeah. Well, like I said, 40% of the property pays for the entire property, all the expenses, and with a little bit left over.
So this is the living proof, guys. He is using real estate and Airbnb to his advantage, and yeah, if you guys want to learn more about that, or you can reach out to John. John I think has a channel too. His information will be in the link description of this video. So yeah, like-minded entrepreneurs. I do a little bit of Airbnb, not like John, but I do a little bit of real estate here and there, and Airbnb. I have some properties that I rent, not corporate like, but yeah, I mean, we're just entrepreneurs here trying to build our wealth, and so you're welcome to join the community and support. Let me see what other questions that I have. Give me 1 second. I wrote some down here. Okay. So for the person watching here, if you have any advice to give them, this will be the last question before we end it. What advice would you give to the person that is still searching for a solution to fix their credit without trying to sound like a salesman?
I would advise anyone who is in that research process to watch all the Pinnacle videos that you can find. Read everything you can. Understand the Pinnacle approach, the methods, the strategies, and compare that to what you've learned in the past. If you're just starting your research journey, by all means, look at everything that's out there. It just helps you appreciate Pinnacle that much more when you end up right back here to get your situation improved.
Okay, awesome. Now, we removed some late payments, I believe. 4 consecutive late payments.
I think we're at 4 right now. Yeah.
Give me one. I haven't checked. Yeah. I haven't checked recent. So let me look at the. I think I sent you it. Give me 1 second. I want to get a screenshot of this.
It's made quite an impact already.
Got it. Yeah, and I don't know real time where it's at right now. All right, guys. So this is a screenshot. This is just to show you how effective this was. This was May 3rd. Today is the 9th. This was a few days ago. Look at this. Capital One, Navy Federal, and Synchrony. And Navy Federal Credit Union mortgage. Oh, okay, no, just 3. Okay, so isn't that a little interesting how we got 3 late payments off the same time? So basically, there's 3 different creditors, but we got the late payments off the same reporting cycle, whatever you want to call it, right? So that's just skill. So there's 3 variables, 3 different companies, but we're able to remove those late payments off. So that's just a demonstration of our ability to repair credit. Late payments are an intricate thing. You can't, obviously these are open accounts, right? We can't just, dispute them one way like fraud and then compromise the account, right? So, yeah, we're really intricate how we repair credit. You can't, the same thing with inquiries, because those accounts have inquiries associated to them as well. So how you dispute an inquiry, you don't want to just dispute it by fraud or it doesn't belong, that's just a bunch of nonsense. That's what an amateur does. So we repair credit really sophisticated. So this is one example, a little early, but we have some results for him, so that's what counts. And I'm glad we're able to document this success. And like I said, we built this channel on transparency. There's a link in the description below. It's going to be John's affiliate link. Please support him. He's a new affiliate with Pinnacle. We just want to grow this business. And if you guys want to become an affiliate or not, you can sign up on our website, no problem. If you have any questions regarding Airbnb or just want to reach out to John, then you can. He's here. He's right here. He's not going anywhere. All right, so that I think pretty much concludes our talk, our call this morning. Do you have anything else to say, John?
No, I think that wraps it up really well. I'm happy to be a part of the community, and I'm from the last 2 months. My excitement level is off the hook. I'm so much looking forward to the future because I know that 7-something score is right around the corner. I couldn't do it without Pinnacle.
Guys, take it easy. I'll see you on the next one.